Builder versus CNI Baskets explained. Pro English for deal negotiations. In M&A and commercial deals, baskets help balance risk so negotiations don't stall over small issues. They limit liability for the seller while keeping the buyer protected on genuinely important problems. Think of a basket as a filter. It lets minor, everyday bumps pass, but flags material issues that deserve attention. This keeps teams focused on what moves value, not pennies. You'll usually see two types: the Builder Basket and the CNI, claims not individually, basket. Knowing how each works helps you price risk, draft cleaner indemnities, and close faster with fewer surprises after signing. A Builder Basket looks at the total of all qualifying losses. Claims don't count until the cumulative losses exceed a threshold. The basket, often set as a percentage of the purchase price, like 1%. Once the total crosses that line, the buyer can recover. Importantly, many deals allow first dollar recovery after the threshold. When triggered, the buyer collects for all losses, not just the amount above the threshold. This structure discourages nitpicking early on, but provides strong protection if problems add up, aligning incentives to focus on material risk. Here's how it often reads. No indemnity is payable unless and until losses exceed $X the basket. Then, the powerful part, once exceeded, seller is liable for all losses from the first dollar. That's first dollar recovery. To avoid fights later, clearly define losses. For example, damages, settlement amounts, reasonable fees, costs, and interest. Precise drafting ensures both sides understand what counts toward the basket and what's recoverable, preventing disputes over whether legal bills or investigation expenses are in or out. Expect tension. The buyer wants a lower basket and first dollar recovery once triggered, maximizing protection if issues snowball. The seller typically pushes for a higher basket or excess-only recovery, so they pay only the amount above the threshold. Always review carve-outs that bypass the basket altogether. Common ones include fraud, fundamental representations, like title and authority, and tax matters. These carve-outs shift significant risk back to the seller and should be priced, diligenced, and insured accordingly. CNI, claims not individually, basket filters at the claim level. Only individual claims above a set minimum count as losses. Small items are excluded and do not aggregate, which blocks a stack of tiny issues from triggering indemnity. This is useful when you expect numerous minor discrepancies. CNI baskets are often combined with an overall cap on liability and survival periods, time limits for bringing claims. Together, they set clear boundaries. Ignore the trivial, pay attention to the substantial, and close the books on a predictable timeline. Typical clause. Only claims exceeding $Y, the CNI, qualify as losses, and claims under $Y are disregarded and not aggregated. This prevents nickel and diming. You can set $Y as a fixed dollar amount, say $50,000, or as a percentage of the purchase price, depending on deal size and volatility. Choose a number aligned with due diligence findings. Higher Y for noisy data with many petty items, lower Y if you anticipate fewer but more meaningful risks. Use a Builder basket when you want to filter overall noise but still capture the total cost if minor issues accumulate. It triggers based on aggregate losses. Choose CNI when you need to block nuisance claims one by one, ensuring only material single events matter. Many deals blend approaches. A hybrid with CNI to exclude tiny claims, a Builder to handle accumulation, plus carve-outs for fraud and fundamental reps. Match the structure to the risk profile, diligence signals, and insurance strategy. Before signing, confirm a clear definition of losses, the basket type, builder, CNI, or hybrid, the amount, percent or fixed, the cap on liability, and survival periods. State whether recovery is first dollar or excess only. Align carve-outs for fraud, fundamentals, and tax. Handy phrasing: we propose a 0.75% builder basket, first dollar recovery after trigger, with a fraud carve-out and standard caps/survival. Short, clear language helps both sides assess risk fast and move to close.